AI, of course, is a very nascent technology. So what I'm going to share with you, I suppose, is just my personal thoughts about how AI is going to be used in SATCOM and how it might relate to the ViaLite business. I mean, AI, as I see it, is really kind of like an intelligent decision-making system that really grabs hold of large data sets and complex data sets, and of course tries to make decisions like a human. I think that's really kind of the purpose. So the way I foresee it being used, particularly in SATCOM, in ground station, and the way that ViaLite is used. So I'm really going to use an example, which is the Ka band diversity switching. So one thing ViaLite is well known for are providing the long distance links, RF over fiber links, to basically provide the sort of the rain fade diversity switching that some teleport operators need. So in today's world, when Ka band antennas are used, we can get what's called rain fade attenuation on that, and so they have a diverse site. Now this can be over 50 or over 100 kilometers away from the main site. So one of the key decision points for that network operations center is when to use the main local site, if you like, and when to use the diverse site. So that's a really key decision, and it's done by a human being today. So if we sort of then roll the film forward of how AI could be used in that kind of scenario, we can see that, well, what does a human do? Okay, he's looking out the window, he's looking at the rain conditions. He may also be looking at data that's coming back from a beacon receiver. So AI can start thinking around those sorts of terms, but AI could also start being predictive as well. So what if the AI decision is taking weather forecasts, for instance, or local weather radar, so it actually knows when it should be switching perhaps in a little while. We've also got this added complexity coming up in the future where we have the LEO satellite constellations, which will shortly be going up. So that decision matrix might be going just beyond the weather forecast. It may also be looking at interference patterns as well. So that's something we don't really know about yet, but it's something that's possible for the future. So I think where we see this, of course, is AI, without being too brutal about it, is kind of replacing human beings in the network operations center. Where we've seen a trend, of course, is to try and reduce costs, which is partly what this is around. And we've seen this in a sense where the network operations centers are trying to pull together multiple sites in a single NOC. So we've been part of that, and we've had some customers that are trying to pull together disparate NOCs into a single NOC. Our kit's being used because we're able to provide SNMP monitoring functions to the different sites and bring them across on private fiber networks rather than the public fiber networks. So we can see that as a kind of growing trend, and of course AI will be a part of that going forward. So I think, as I say, it's really a cost exercise with human staffing. I think really what in terms of preparing the way for these network operations today is making sure that they're buying equipment that have the necessary interfaces for the future. So although the AI is not there yet today, what's important is that the operation centers are buying equipments that have switching capabilities in there, that have interfaces that can be used down the line for control in this kind of manner.